oh, this game is so cool. This just makes me happy to play video games, just in general. Just games like this is just a magical experience, and I'm so happy to be Let's Playing it and sharing it with you guys. Because this is truly just remarkable. Alright, well, I'm so glad I solved that. Now the question is where to go. Is there one of these houses, these little power things? I'm pretty sure there's nothing to do about them. I know I was saying, like, oh, you know, nothing's ordinary, but I mean when something's out of the ordinary, it certainly leads to something. It's not just there for shits and giggles, like, oh, we're a weird game, look at us, woohoo. Like, no, it's gonna be a puzzle of some sorts I gotta solve. Don't think I can get in here. Does this thing even have a door? Oh, there's a door, right. I thought it was a window. Right. Okay, so now where to? Let's continue down the road here. I could have gone up the mountain. There's also like an elevator that I didn't know how to work. Maybe I'll figure that out later. Maybe I should go back and look at it. It was like an elevator, but... oh, lag spike as it loads a new area. It's a shame, but it happens. Game is getting a little bit flustered here. So pretty though. It's like I can't even hold it against it. I might mention
through too many portals, been present in too many worlds simultaneously. Bits and pieces of me stay on the other side, waiting.
What?
Whenever I return, I bring parts of those worlds back. Do you know what ghosts are? They're sad, evicted things. Memories without homes.
I stopped there just to let the world load a bit, because it needed to, apparently. That's really weird. I was thinking going back and doing the elevator again, but I'll worry about it later, I guess. This is so weird. Oh. Hello. Is that, like, in the shape of anything? God damn this lag. There's not much I can do about it. I don't even think turning down the settings actually helped a whole lot. Plus, there's, I don't even want to play with some of the settings down. I'll deal with the occasional lag, if it means the rest of the game will look pretty. It's a compromise I'm willing to make. I hope one day I can afford just a completely OP machine and I won't have to worry about anything ever lagging while recording. Interesting. Yeah, now that I'm not even looking at that thing, it's lagging less. I guess it also has to do with just where my surroundings are. So this is the path less trodden, it seems. Seems barely a path. Almost looks like a river once flown here. Flowed. I don't know if that's the deduction I'm supposed to make. Oh, Jesus, man. This is just so laggy. Ay. Let's turn it down a bit. If it'll help. There we go. I can deal with medium. Medium's okay. I might have to turn it down. I might just rock it on low just because I need to. Ooh. This doesn't look as... oh, Jesus Christ. What is this? Yeah, I don't know what I did. Fucking awoke a demon. Okay, whatever. I don't know what that was. Alright, so we're just like way up in the mountains doing nothing. That's weird. I feel like... is it... what the fuck is that supposed... I think this is just... I don't think the world is supposed to look like that. I think it's a little bit of a glitch. Small little error in the making of this. This does... I'm not sure... this doesn't seem very path-like. It seems like this was once a river. You know, it flowed, Jesus, what? That flowed downhill. That's what I think. I don't know if thinking that versus thinking it's a path matters, though. Because it depends on where it leads. I see a structure up there. Are we approaching one ourselves? Oh, I see a church.
What do the dead have to say? You'd be surprised by how little they know. The dead can't explain what it means to be dead. They walk down stairs that disappear beneath their feet, headed for some bright blade of memory they'll never reach.
Huh. This lag is still upsetting, but I'm gonna deal with it. I'm gonna deal with it for now. I wonder if the other path up the mountain would have led here, or perhaps right straight to the church and not this weird loop I'm making. Perhaps this wasn't a river then. It just seems like a very odd path, you know? Like, why does a path look like this? I put the graphics on low again because seriously, those lag spikes. The game still looks pretty without it. It's just not quite as good. I tried recording a shadow play instead of Fraps, but was being weird about it, so I gave up. Perhaps I'll eventually be able to record this without any lag, but for now, I hope you guys hope it's not too irksome for you guys. Hope it's not too. So we appeared out of this weird house next. Is this part of the church, or is this the church itself, or what? Interesting. I remember seeing this part of the game from one of the trailers. This church area. Can walk inside. Let's see what the statue is first. I cannot read that. Interesting. I feel like his arms aren't supposed to be off like that. Oh, these slow graphics. Unless it's supposed to load in like this, maybe that's the intended effect. I'm guessing that's not the intended effect. I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to be looking at here. Yeah, Jesus. I can't play in low settings when it does stuff like that. Like, that's just too... That breaks the immersion of the game more than the lag does. So interesting, this is just a church. There's like nothing at the front though. Like, I was expecting to walk into something, I didn't. Wait, how do you get to the steeple then? How do you get to the steeple? Aha. You walk to it. You just walk right over to it, that's how. Thought it was hidden, I just missed it. Inspect. Take. Interesting. Oh. Well, what do I do now? I guess I can't go up there. I don't know if there's a solution to that, or I can't jump. There's no jump in this game. Strange, very strange. I don't know if there's a... I feel like I should go to the top of that. It's like I feel very compelled to climb this thing, but it isn't an option. I'm not sure why. Aha. This is the part I saw from the trailer. I saw some spooky stuff happening here. Come on, game, please don't lag. Please do it for me. This apparently was not finished. Mortar, trowel, pile of bricks. Work, drop, interrupted. Wheelbarrow. Vandergriff. Oh. Beninian star, Ganicorvi, wing of the crow. Crow's foot, narrow cross, witch's foot, broken cross, death rune. Sacrifice of Klephoff? What? Sigil? Let's go into the Vandergriff tomb, I guess. Handle. Crow. So there's a crow there, but no crow here. Why is there a missing crow? I think I have to get the crow. That must be it. Oh, something else to inspect over here. Burnt matches. Oil can. Spilled oil, round stain, oil lamp. Fix. do you mean fix? Oh. Huh. Alright, well. Interesting. I notice these art tombs don't even have names on them. What are those down there? I could proceed into the tomb, but I'm pretty sure it can light up. So I'm gonna investigate how to do that. What are these? It's very weird. Are these, I think those are graves. Yes, this is a graveyard over here. Anything particularly spooky? What am I seeing down there? Is that just the sun reflecting off the water, or is that something weird? No, those are actual torches, I think. I think I'm looking at actual torches. That's quite odd. I think I'm... That is... weird. That is very weird. Alright, well, wait, there's something to inspect here. Ah, blood. Signs of struggle. Several different footprints. No blood trail. Victim killed, wounded? Very weird. What happens if you walk down here towards the torches? Are those those look too mysterious. I think, yeah, that's something up there. Whoa.
People come here for many reasons. They want to ask me questions about the future. But I see the future. So it is the past that interests me. If you want to find my house, you must answer the questions I ask of you.
What?
Is cheating truly unfair to others?
What? Where am I?
Is betrayal caused by inequality or injustice? Do you admire thieves for their bravery or their greed?
What is happening?
Would you prefer anonymity over notoriety? Do you take that which you know you will not return?
What is happening?
Does death bring peace or suffering?
This is a satanic ritual, I think. A beautiful woman sat by a river. A witch approached and told the woman she was to have a child. The woman began to cry with joy, but the joy turned to fear, and she could not stop crying. Fear turned to sadness. The woman continued to cry. She cried for months, hardly sleeping, until the child was born. But the crying had aged the woman, and she was no longer beautiful when she was old enough. Her son climbed the mountain, and she was no longer beautiful. When he was old enough, her son climbed the mountain to find the home of the witch. He asked her if she could make his mother beautiful again. The witch asked the boy many questions. After hearing the answers, the witch told the boy she had lied to the mother about her child. The boy disappeared, and the mother was beautiful again. Fear turned the woman to crying more and more. Okay, that's sort of the rough draft. Yeah, I see. It's sort of the opposite page. Attention to detail. Except...
Ethan, the point of life is not to rock the boat. Just try to get along. Stop living in your head. Do something real. That's what people respond to. Reality.
Oh. Just a tent. It's not say... Oh. Ethan, honey, I'm sorry I yelled at you. I want you to keep this note and read every time I lose my temper. I don't mean it. And I know I got a snake's tongue. You're my little guy, my precious being. You gotta pull your head out of them clouds, okay? Love, Mom. And that's the witch's story there, right? Yeah, this is just a tent. I guess this is where Ethan went to when he was mad at his mom. And those were the questions the witch asked. Wait. Upon hearing the answers... Upon hearing... So that's the weird part of that story. Upon hearing the answers... If the point was like, oh, the boy never existed or something, why would there be the whole upon hearing the answers? And those are questions that seem to be asking about your morality and judging it. So perhaps the boy answered the questions in ways that did not please the witch, and the witch thought the boy did not have very good morals. So then she said that she had lied, and then saying that she lied made it so. So then he stopped existing. The mother's beautiful again. Because it never happened. I don't know. I don't know if there's a point in reading into Ethan's stories or not. I don't know. Those are very strange short stories. So short, they're just a page. They're short stories, that short. What's it called? Story of the hour. Story of an hour? I think it's story of an hour or the hour, one or the other. That's pretty good. It's a pretty good story. Story is basically, I don't know, you can pause the video and go read it if you want, but I'm going to tell you anyway. Basically, I remember hearing it one time, I don't even remember where, and then I had to read it again for my English class, and I was like, hey, I recognize this, but I do not recall from where. Oh, hey, here's that path. Yeah, this is that path. Alright, cool. So that reconnects, and that goes up there. Cool. So now I know what the paths lead to. Sort of. There's still one more, you know, if I had continued to go along the coast, though, I don't know what would have happened. Anyway, story of an hour. Basically, a woman is told by her sister and her friend that her husband had died in a train accident. Her friend even double-checked, because this is like back in the 1800s, you know, the reports travel only as fast, you know, they're by telegrams and stuff, so just, you know, check if there's inaccuracies, you know, he double-checked things to make sure it was, in fact, his friend's husband who had died. And that was correct. So they had to break the news to her, and since she had heart troubles, they had to sit her down and, you know, tell her calmly, you know, try and break it to her slowly, and you know, hope she was okay. And she was all right, and she asked to be left alone. And oh, hold on, let me just finish first. And so she went to her room to go chill out and have the news sort of wash over her that her husband was dead. And she was sitting there looking out into the spring day through her window, and she was really sad at first, and then the sadness was replaced by happiness, because she realized she didn't really care for her husband. He was nice to her and everything, but she didn't like him. She didn't want to spend her life with him. Every day was boring and dull, but since it was the 1800s, she couldn't just get a divorce. She was stuck with her husband, who she didn't like, and she felt trapped. Now that her husband was dead, she was free. She was finally free of it all. She could finally go do what she wants and travel, and she wouldn't have to waste her days away. Before, she was counting the days until she was old. Now, she was happy that she had all this time left to live. She comes out of her room, no longer upset. She comes downstairs, and her husband walks in the door. Turns out, there was a discrepancy in the reports of the train accident. He was involved in no such train accident. And so, the woman died of a heart attack right then and there. The doctor said she died of joy that kills. Story of an hour, presumably because that whole event takes place in an hour. So basically, a woman is so happy that her husband is dead, and then she has a heart attack when she learns that, you know, I'm free, and then, lol, nope, and then she dies of a heart attack because she has heart troubles, as I mentioned earlier. You know, because that's just so shocking to her, you know, she had already accepted her husband is dead in her new life now, and then, boom, never mind, JK. And then, but the doctor's like, joy that kills, so... funny little story. Brush, bucket, crow carcasses. Blood is paint, ritual. Crows killed, cut open with knife, dagger, scalpel, razor? Question mark? Question mark. Can I pick up the crows? I needed one, right?